Imagine losing your dream home or even your dream car because TransUnion ignored your credit dispute. Well, they just got caught, and now they're paying millions. Hello, it's Calvin Russell, certified FICO professional and credit strategist. And today we're going to be talking about a lawsuit that affects millions of people. And here's the thing, TransUnion just agreed to pay $23 million because they didn't properly investigate credit report disputes. Now let that sink in. People just like you filed disputes, followed the process, waited, and TransUnion ignored them. Now think about what that means. That means higher interest rates, credit denials, and yes, even missed opportunities for people as well. Or worse, even losing your apartment or your job offer. And this isn't just a one-time thing. Equifax, Experian, and now TransUnion have all been called out. Let's break this down. I'm going to give you all some real examples and talk to you about what you can do to protect yourself. Number one, what exactly did TransUnion do wrong? So here's what happened. Under the Fair Credit Reporting Act, also known as the FCRA, credit bureaus are legally required to investigate disputes. But TransUnion, according to this lawsuit, they didn't even try in some cases. Let's say you disputed a collections account that wasn't yours. Maybe it had a similar name or even a similar address. Instead of contacting the collection agency or verifying the details, they just marked it verified and just moved on. This class action lawsuit says that TransUnion either didn't investigate or did it so poorly that it violated the law. Over 34% of credit reports have at least one error. Now imagine that error not getting fixed because bureaus simply didn't care. And I don't want you to think that this is brand new. Equifax just paid over $425 million in 2017 after a major breach exposed sensitive information from over 147 million Americans. And then Experian, they also leaked over 15 million records in another breach tied to T-Mobile. Then in 2022, all three bureaus were hit with a government action for misleading consumers about credit scores in general. So is this a pattern? Absolutely. And by the way, if you've ever filed a dispute or even checked your credit, you need to know how to protect yourself. That's why I created a free credit guide that breaks down exactly what you need to do to increase your credit scores right now. Be sure to go ahead and scan this QR code or click the link in the description below. Now, it also says that the TransUnion class action settlement benefits consumers who received a 502 letter from TransUnion in response to a written dispute between December 5th, 2016 and January 31st, 2025. There are already around 485,000 class members. Now, the potential award is anywhere between an estimated $20 and $160. All you have to do is submit a claim form, okay? And you can click here to submit a claim form, which I'll put the link inside the description below. Also, it looks like you have for the claim form deadline is going to be June 24th, 2025. Then if you want to learn more about the settlement, you can actually go to this website right here. And when you click on that link, this is what it's going to look like. Now let's go into how this affects you. This lawsuit isn't just legal drama, okay? It has real consequences. Let me show you exactly what bad reporting can do. Example number one, a car loan denial. You apply for a $25,000 car loan. Your credit report says you owe $4,000 on a credit card that you paid off over 8 months ago. You get denied, of course, or approved with a 14% interest rate instead of 6% like you shouldn't have gotten, okay? Over a 5-year loan, that's almost $5,000 more in interest. Now, let me give you another example. Let's say you want to rent a home or an apartment. So a landlord pulls your credit report and they see a utility collection that you've already won and disputed, okay, with the electric company, but TransUnion still shows it. They deny your application. Now you're stuck scrambling looking for a house to rent or an apartment to rent. Here's another example, a job offer at risk. Some employers run your credit. If your credit report shows an unpaid debt, or worse, even if it's wrong, it could cost you that job. And the worst part, even if you do everything right, and they still don't fix their system, you still lose. Now, if you're ready to stop letting credit bureaus control your future, you should think about joining my private membership, the 850 Club Elite. We go deep on fixing your credit, boosting your score and preparing you for big financial wins like buying a home or launching a business, getting business funding, lowering your car payment. You get exclusive access to my step-by-step strategies and community support with me walking you through the entire process. Scan the QR code or click the link in the description below so you can go ahead and get started. Now, what do you need to do now that you know this information? Let's get into some real action steps, okay? Number one, the first thing that you need to do is pull all 3 credit bureaus. Now, you could do this with myfico.com, IdentityIQ, annualcreditreport.com, okay? Now, this is going to allow you to check Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion so you can see if there's any differences, okay? Step 2, you want to highlight every single error that you see. Look for duplicate accounts, wrong balances, or even incorrect late payments, okay? Outdated addresses or accounts that you just simply don't recognize. Number 3, you want to dispute it like a professional. Dispute it directly with the bureau and the company that reported the information. This is also known as the data furnisher, okay? Now, you can also use certified mail, or you can also dispute online, but make sure that you keep track of everything. Number 4, escalate this if ignored. If your dispute comes back verified, but you know it's wrong, you need to file a complaint with the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, also known as a CFPB. We've been talking about them a lot, okay? Now, you can also take it to small claims court if you've suffered any damages, okay? Now, let me share something real. A woman inside of my credit community, she was denied for a $400,000 home loan over a $76 medical collection that she didn't owe that just popped up at the wrong time. She followed our dispute strategy, escalated it with the CFPB, and had it removed in 3 weeks. Now, keep in mind, this was inaccurate, okay? But now she's under contract for her first home. That's the kind of turnaround that's possible. So now, where do we go from here? What happens next, okay? Especially with TransUnion. Now, they've already agreed to pay, but did they admit guilt? Not at all, okay? Most of these settlements are no liability, which means that they cut a check and they pretty much just move on, okay? We've seen how a lot of these settlements work, even when it has nothing to do with, credit bureaus and things of that sort, okay? But this lawsuit sends a message, okay? And now with new pressure from the FTC and hopefully Congress lets the CFPB does something, but credit bureaus are on notice. Still, real change won't come unless we, the consumers, stay loud about stuff like this. If you've been wrong, don't stay quiet. Start your report, okay? Start with your report and then learn the rules. Demand accountability. They should at least take a look at this. And like I said, if you feel overwhelmed by any of this, you're not alone, okay? In my credit community, we most definitely can help you, okay? So let me know inside the comments section below, have you ever had a credit bureau ignore your dispute? Or did something on your credit report cost you a loan, a house, or a job? Let's talk about it. Also, make sure you guys go ahead and grab that free credit guide. And if you're ready for full support, make sure you join the 850 Club Elite today. You'll find both links inside the description below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And we'll see you guys on the next video.